Welcome to Truth and Company Boxing Podcast for another segment of 20 random questions. I'm your host, John the Truth Dioria, and tonight's guest is undefeated professional boxer, Haven Brady Jr. How you doing, Haven?
How you doing?
I appreciate you taking time to come on. So what's going on with you? I know you fought roughly about a month ago, but you got anything going on looking towards this summer at all? Is anything lined up yet?
I have no date. I have a couple dates in mind, and I'm definitely getting back in the ring this summer. So I'm looking. It's looking like July maybe. I don't have no specific date yet, but I think July, is what we're shooting for. So
So you're just staying busy and staying in the gym, being ready?
right, yes sir. Yeah, staying in the gym, just training, just staying sharp. So whenever I get the call, it won't can't won't be that long, and I'll already be prepared.
Okay. So I'm curious, and some of the fans are probably curious. Your first name, Haven, where does that come from?
I'm a junior, so it come from my dad. He's a senior, so he got it first, and I just followed behind it. And a lot of people tell me all the time it's kind of unique. They don't hear it all the time, and I know it means safe place. So that's all I know about it right now. But a lot of people ask me about it and tell me it's a nice name all the time. So I
Okay.
appreciate that.
And where do you train out of?
I train out of the gym I train out of is Philadelphia. I train in Philly.
Okay. Now in your gym, I know she's not your blood sister, but some people you guys call each other like a brother and sister. And she's a professional undefeated fighter. Tell me about her a little bit. O'Shea Jones. She's been making some waves out there a little bit too.
Right, yes, for sure. She's a 2020 bronze medalist. I think she had 5 or 6 professional fights. She undefeated also, and she a beast. I think she'll be fighting the world championship bout in the next fight or two. So be on the lookout for her. She definitely one of them top female, the best
Yeah,
female that I'll
because
see.
you're 12-0 right now, and she's 6-0.
Right,
And so you guys have the same. You train out of the same gym. Do you have the same trainer too?
right, yes sir.
Same promoter.
Same promoter, same manager. Same everything, almost. Anything with boxing, we have the same. And personal life, we have a lot of the same stuff too, other than where we came from. But everything else almost the same.
So you guys got a pretty good relationship then, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. We mostly do everything together.
So have you
A lot.
do you guys spar each other?
Sometimes, yeah, we get in there. We get in there all the time, especially if it's no work for either one of us. But she's like my real sister. We do everything together. We just ain't come from the same womb, but everything we got like a excellent relationship,
Okay.
understanding with each other.
Okay. All right. You ready for these random 20 questions?
Yes, sir.
All right. Question one: how did you get involved in the sport of boxing?
I got in a sport when I was younger. I wanted to learn how to defend myself, and I just wanted to learn the sport of boxing. And after so long, I tried the amateur fights to see how it was because I had fell in love with the sport so much. And when I had that first fight, it was history from there. And
But I mean, when you decided that that's what you wanted to do, how did you end up in the gym? Did you tell your dad to bring you to the gym, or how'd that work?
well, no, I just told him I like the content also. I like the content. I like the football, like hitting people getting hit. Well, not getting hit, but like like with the sport of like football when you run somebody over. I just like that contact. So and I just when I was younger and stuff, like in school and stuff, I didn't get bullied or anything. But my dad always wanted to know like if anything happened, do you know how to defend yourself? So he put me in boxing. He said, I mean that'll be the sport that probably be best. So I just started from there.
Okay. And what age was that around?
6. I started around 6, and then that was in Atlanta, Georgia, and then I moved to Albany, Georgia. Well, I was just going there for the summer for my dad, so it was like a summer thing when I did boxing. Then when I come home for like my school term, I stopped, and then I did that for like maybe 2 summers, and then my dad ended up moving to Albany, and then I stopped training for a long time because it was hard to find a coach. It was like 3, 4 years, and then I think when I was like 11, like 10 or 11, maybe. That's when I started back up, and then I started fighting. And then it was kind of like off and on because I was playing basketball at the same time.
So
So
then,
then,
how'd you end? So okay, so where was that? What city was that in?
when I first started, it was in Atlanta, Georgia. But then when I moved to when my dad moved to Albany, Georgia, we couldn't find no boxing coach.
So then,
Boxing.
how did you end up all the way in Philly?
When I turned pro and I started traveling and stuff like that, that's how I ended up in Philly.
Okay. All right. Question two: what boxers have inspired you in your career?
Um, none specifically. I watch so many boxers. It's just like I like specific stuff about each one. So like different stuff inspire me, from each boxer. It's nothing specific or one fighter that I just watch wholeheartedly and I try to mimic.
Okay. All right. Question three: do you have any hobbies outside the sport of boxing?
My hobbies outside the sport of boxing. I love interacting with kids. I love interacting with kids. I'm very good with my hands, so I always like put stuff together. That's like something that a lot of people don't know about me, like fixing stuff, putting stuff together. If I feel if I want boxing, I'll be doing something with my hands. Um, I like doing that. I like spending time with my dog. I have a French bulldog. I love doing things with him. Um, I like also going to the gun range. I love going to the gun range. What else I love to doing? Those probably some of the top ones.
Okay. All right. Question four: do you have any boxing superstitions?
What do you mean by that? Like,
Well, a lot of fighters have boxing superstitions where they either need to have a certain hand wrap first, or put on a certain boot, or wear a certain pair of underwear for every fight, or eat a certain meal, or listen to a certain song before they walk out. Things like that, you
okay.
always have to do the same thing for every fight.
Um, I don't have none specific that I like a superstition that I have before any fight. No specific underwear I like. Or it's nothing like that I do. It's nothing. I just take it as it go. I kind of have a routine of how it happens, so it may go like that most of the time. I mean, I definitely like having pasta before my fight. I can say that maybe one. I definitely have to have pasta. Um, but before I fight, I always try to before I always pray and meditate before my fight. It's one thing I always do too. Um, What else? Those probably like those only two things that I know I do before every fight.
Okay. All right. Question five: what's the best advice you've ever gotten from another boxer, and who was it?
Um, Probably Jerron Boots Ennis. Uh, he tell me all the time, and he's so fluent. He's so fluent, and like everything come natural with him. One thing he always tell me to do is relax and have fun. Like it's so simple, but it goes a long way. When you
Okay.
be relaxed, when you be tensed up and stuff, you like your stuff don't flow. And when you having fun, you can do some things in there that you ain't even know you can do yourself.
All right. Question six: what's something that you're very passionate about besides boxing?
Uh, Going back prior to like helping kids and motivating the youth.
And talk to me about that a little bit. What do you do with the kids? Do you teach them boxing? Do you talk to them? What do you do?
Me and my parents have an after school program, and we also have a boxing gym. So when I'm in town, I'm always at the gym. For the after school program, for the time that I be home, I go pick the kids up from school. We have like 8 schools we go to. I pick them up every day. We do boxing classes, and any activities that we have set up. I always try to interact with them.
So you
And
help them with their homework and stuff like that
yeah,
too.
stuff like that. Anything like that. Anything that they have doing or have planned when they have like for field trips and things like that, or any question they have and stuff like that, or and also in the gym, like to the upcoming boxers and amateur boxers, I always give them advice. Sometimes I move around with them and just give them little pointers and stuff that I see or that I learn, and I just kind of give back to them. And I
Okay,
also I try to do like a lot of speaking engagements when I'm home and things like that. Anything that kind of the little things be a lot to other people.
absolutely. All right, question seven. If you were to start your own business, what business would you start?
I would probably do something that's in my field. So I mean, we have a gym already, but that's a great question. Since we had a gym, I'll probably do something with kind of something with sports. I try to stick with some stuff that I know. Sports, something with health, or something working out, or something with my hands. Like probably like I'll take a trade or like learn how to weld or plumbing or putting stuff together, something like that. Or also probably something with real estate too.
Okay. All right, question 8. If you could have any musical artist walk you out to the ring for a fight, who would you choose?
Little baby, right now.
Okay. All right, question 9. What animal best fits your personality?
Um, Probably uh, a gorilla or an ape
Okay.
right there. I don't
All
know.
right, question 10. If you could be another current boxer for one fight, what boxer would you want to be?
Um, Probably that's a great question. If I could be another boxer for one fight. I don't know. I probably a heavyweight. Any heavyweight. I don't know. I just always want to be a heavyweight. A southpaw heavyweight. So any southpaw heavyweight that's out there, because I always want to be southpaw, and I always want to be a heavyweight. So
Okay.
a southpaw. I don't know why.
All right. Question 11. Can you tell me an interesting story out of your boxing career so far? Any story?
Answers a question about my boxing career. Out of my boxing career,
Yeah, any story out of your boxing career.
uh, okay. Well, my first fight of my boxing career, this was my first fight. So I think I was like 10 or 11 years old, and when I signed up for the fighting and things like that, I think I was maybe like 82 pounds, 81 pounds, but they only had an opponent that was 80, 85. Well, he was like 86 or 87, but we young, so you don't really lose weight or anything. Then you just fight wherever you at. So that's the only person they had in my weight class. So he said he would have came down to 85 and meet me, and I just had to eat up the 85. And boy, tell me I cannot make 85 for nothing. Like I stuffed myself with so much. Like that's probably like the worst feeling I ever had. Like I thought that losing weight was hard, but gaining weight, especially at that young, it was hard. Like I made the weight, but right after weigh-ins, I threw up and I felt kind of funny so much because I stuffed myself for 3 pounds, and I was only like 10 or 11 years old. So that's a crazy story. Yeah, just to make 85. That was my first fight ever.
And then you threw that extra pounds up before you
Now,
got in the ring.
yeah, before I got in the ring, right after I weighed in, I barely could still stand up on the scale because I was just how you be full, you can't really stand up. I couldn't really stand up on the scale like I had lost weight, like how I was so drained, but it was because I was so full. So
But now in the fight, did you feel weak though because you
no,
threw
no,
up?
in the fight I felt good. After that excess of that food came out, I was I was back to normal.
Did
It
you
was just
win?
like yeah, I won. I won. Yeah, I did win.
All right. Question 12. Why do you box?
Um, Number one, I feel like I boxed because it was fun. Like I mean, when I first started, the love wasn't there as much as it is now. Like I didn't imagine or I picture myself doing this, but definitely because of love and I just have so much love for it. Like, I couldn't see myself doing anything else, and also for my family. I feel like my parents mostly because I feel like they sacrificed so much for me coming up. I feel like some way I feel like I owe them. So as me owing them, I feel like I have to give them my best shot and my hardest in the sport. So I can pay them back. So that's one reason.
Okay. All right. Question 13. Who was the hardest puncher you've ever faced in the ring in a fight or sparring?
Hardest puncher. I don't even know. I couldn't even say. A lot of people ask me that all the time. I never got hit so hard, whereas you know, it kind of phased me. Yeah, I don't know.
Not even in sparring?
Not even in sparring. Like I don't got
Nobody
hit with real.
nobody's ever clipped you in sparring where you went, whoa.
Or nah, I don't got hit with like okay, he got a little power, but it ain't never been like I'm still gonna come forward and do this and that. I don't know. I might be a little crazy.
Did you ever spar Jerron?
Yeah, I spar him, but I mean he's so much bigger than me. He just you really he's just boxing.
Oh,
He never go like full force or uses potential strength. He might use
Okay.
his skill or whatever, but put strength and things like that, he don't not to his
Okay.
fullest. So
Oh, it's coming though, because you're 12-0, so it's coming. You're gonna get.
yeah, it probably do come. And a lot of my fights, I don't got hit pretty good. My head went back, but it was never like nothing that I haven't felt before.
Okay. All right. Question 14. Who are some of the bigger names that you've sparred with?
Um, I sparred Duran Ennis, Andy Cruz. I sparred Richardson Hitchison. Um, I sparred who else I sparred? Those probably like some of the best ones, especially lately that I sparred lately.
Okay.
Three
All
that I
all
sparred.
right. Question 15. If you could own any wild or exotic animal, what would you want to own?
Uh, I really want to own like a monkey or like a monkey, a ape, or a lion.
Okay. All right. Question 16. If you could go on a date with any celebrity, who would it be?
Ruby Rose. I
What?
want Ruby Rose. You know her?
I know the name, but I who?
She's like an influencer, a big influencer like, on Instagram. She's almost like a kind of like an Instagram model. I don't know. I'd love to go on a date with her. Ruby
Okay.
Rose or yeah, Ruby Rose is probably the only one.
Okay. All right. Question 17. What's something that your boxing fans don't know about you?
Uh, a lot of people don't know that I'm in school right now. I'm in school. I'm taking on business management. That's probably one thing a lot of people don't know. And I'm definitely an outgoing person. Uh, I'm outgoing, but I'm kind of real chill and humble in my own way. But I'm very outgoing.
So now, are you working too and going to school, or are you just going to school?
Working? What you mean working?
Like, do you got a regular? I mean, are you working a job, or you're a pro fighter? You're going to school? Are you just going to school and working in the gym, or
Oh, I mean, boxing in school. That's the only thing I do right now. I mean,
well,
and
that's
just
still a lot, though.
yeah, that's a lot. School is a full time job itself, and boxing is too. And yeah, when I come home, yeah, it's me and my parents' gym, so it's like work, but it's not work. I mean, I'm
Okay,
working and helping, it's work, but I can kind of fluent and do what I need to do. Like when it's time for me to go, I leave right now. Or if I need to do anything at the moment, I can because it's kind of our establishment. But it still is work though. So I just
okay.
do 50-50.
All right. Question 18. What is your favorite boxing movie?
Favorite boxing movie? Probably probably Rocky, all the Rockies, and probably Southpaw.
Okay.
No, Southpaw and Real Steel. Real
Real
Steel.
Steel. A
Yeah,
lot of people have not mentioned that one.
yeah, Real Steel.
That's
A
a
lot of people don't like
forgotten
that.
one.
I love the scene when he be on the side and stuff, and the robot mimic him. That's crazy. Hey, I might go watch that movie tonight just because I like Real Steel.
Okay, question 19. Who's your favorite comic book, cartoon, or movie hero?
Movie hero, cartoon.
Yeah, either comic book, cartoon, or movie hero.
I don't know. I don't watch cartoon.
Well, I know, but I'm saying some people grew up liking a hero in cartoon, or maybe if you got one out of the comic books, or just a movie hero.
Probably probably say Batman. That's the only one probably that I can know.
Okay. All right, question 20. What is your proudest moment out of your boxing career to this point?
Um, winning my first amateur national title.
Okay. Well, I know being on ESPN had to be a pretty big deal too.
Yeah, it is, but it's just like when you there's like a lot of people say what's so unique when like millionaires and stuff. They say what feel better, their first million or the first 100 million. It's always that first million. That is what you get first because you never had it. So I never, picture myself as no national champion, and I had been working on that for so long. So I mean, definitely now it's probably ESPN, but I don't know. It's just something about that feeling. And I was so young, I can't really, describe that feeling. So
Okay. Oh, I can't wait for you to get that feeling when you win that world
that
title.
word now that might be something different for sure.
You might forget all about that feeling of winning that national
Like
title.
that, I might forget about all that whole feeling. So
Well, listen, I appreciate you taking time to come on and do the random 20 questions. If there's anything you want to shout out to your sponsors or your fans, go ahead.
I just want to thank my family, my fans, and everyone that supports me. I appreciate you dearly, and just keep watching me, and it's only up from here. And you can follow me on all platforms. Follow me on Facebook at Haven Brady Jr. and Twitter and Instagram at Hitman Haven 3. And stay tuned. We're at championship loading.
All right, hold on. And with that, the truth has spoken.